up, you guys? It is Mary.
Sorry, and I'm gonna see all my boobs out there. Okay,
anyway, but yes, it's Mary and Alma, and today I invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below because today we are reviewing 90 Day Fiance. Yes. But yes, let's get right into it. Yeah. I think we did last week's.
I just noticed something. See this? That was my birthday present from my babies. I just noticed this right there. They did a whole collage of me through the years as their mama. And then they wrote on it, what did you all write?
Destined for greatness, the greatest mother ever, God-fearing, special, patient, hilarious, our sunshine, beautiful, loving, and deserving.
I know, it was so pretty. And I mean, just looking at that through the years, I was just like, wow, this is like the best gift I ever received. This was for my 51st birthday, y'all. I just celebrated that on the 5th of June. 54th birthday.
Yes,
50 is where it's at. Where you just feel comfortable with yourself.
Yes,
you just like you're sitting here, you know, like just enjoying life. It's like you don't have to be a rock star, but you're just comfortable. You're most comfortable with yourself. You're confident. I mean, you have your moments. You're very vulnerable, and you embrace that. I'm loving 50. I loved my 40s. Really enjoyed that, but I am loving 50s.
Yes, y'all.
I'm 51, y'all.
But yes, that leads right into our segue of Shahida and Bilal. And if you continue to stay with him, you will be 50, wondering where the hell did the time go, and why am I still not having a child by now? And you need to get out.
It will be too late.
Get out, Shahida. Get out.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm just happy she's putting her foot down. So basically, I think the episode, I can't remember everything because it's been a second. Yeah. But I do remember that she was sitting down.
The whole Juma prayer.
Yes. And the thing is,
came home from, I guess, work.
This is what I can't stand about Bilal. He uses the Quran, he uses the Islamic teachings, and you know, it puts out this perception of Islam that it is controlling towards women. Yeah. And the thing is, it's not though, because we live in a patriarchic like culture, they use it against women to kind of control their own beliefs and do this, do that. Women do not have to go to Jumu'ah every Friday. It is not compulsory for us to go. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. So if we decide that we don't want to go to Jumu'ah for the whole entire month, that is just fine.
And she was right, and he was about to say that when she jumped right in, and then he changed it and was like, "But you need to correct. Don't you need to correct?"
And he said, "You know,
you need to learn about your religion.
It's compulsory that men and women learn." And the thing is, you went to Jumu'ah, but the thing is, she was at home praying. The thing is, everybody's like, I mean, certain people are like, oh, you have to go to Jumu'ah because that's where you get in connection with God. God is with you all the time. Yeah. Whether you are praying or whether you are at the mosque, God is with you always. So it really does not matter. As long as you are praying and staying in connection. People want you. It's like sometimes there's these Muslims that want you to do Islam perfect. Islam is not perfect. If God can turn a pimp into a man who is very religious and who is into Islam, he can turn anybody into Islam. And at the end of the day, God makes Muslims. And it's not up to you to judge somebody how into their Islam should be.
And that's with anything, whether it's Islam, whether it's Christianity. No one is perfect but God, right?
So you should not be sitting there judging, telling her what you should.
Why are you acting like your stuff don't smell?
Like you are here representing Muslim men in a horrible light. And every single day, I try not to cuss when I talk about you, but I can't help it. So
we gotta try. But
very hard. Just want to come here. Like, there was somebody that I was like courting or whatever who would do that. Yeah. And it was annoying. Yeah. You know, like, don't sit here and say, oh, you're not going to get blessed from sister because you're not going to Jumu'ah. Who the hell are you? Yeah. Did you have a direct conversation with Allah and he told you that I'm not going to get blessed because I'm not going to Jumu'ah? Yeah. Okay. I know I'm supposed to go to Jumu'ah, but it's not like I'm going to go to hell if I don't.
But you know something? How about you're going to Jumu'ah, but you're so judgmental?
God also says don't judge.
So it's like, come on, just stop it.
At the end of the day,
just stop it.
A person's journey, a Muslim's journey with God is their journey. It's not for you to judge. It's not for you to critique. Yeah. It's not open for you. It's not there. The thing is, God could bless a Muslima who doesn't cover, who doesn't pray all the time, but who is striving. Yeah. She could have been a crack addict 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But she is actually away from that. She is striving to be a good Muslim, and she is trying to do better.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, everybody's journey is their journey.
Exactly.
Don't come and talk about how, I want you to be more involved in the community. After the way you treated me last week and did not even talk to me in the mosque
and after
and
the
dissed me
food on the drive to the mosque
and then back
after the food in the mosque after the mosque,
mm-hmm.
why in the world will I want to go with you again? I'm sure she was looking forward to having a nice, wonderful day
without you,
and like
without
you be gone for at least 3 hours. I bet she was like, oh yes. And that's what he was having a problem with, the fact that he had to go pick up the children,
mm-hmm.
be there in the mosque on his own,
mm-hmm.
and she was going to be at home at peace.
Yeah.
That's what was bothering him.
Because I could not imagine living with him. And then every single day you want to lecture me like I'm your child. You're not my damn father. And she go away.
She did say that. She's like,
every time it's a lecture. It's a lecture. He said, really? That's interesting.
Looking at you.
I know.
Okay, like how Shahida was looking at him, like every time it's a lecture with him.
I know, but
so
I didn't get in a relationship with you for it to be like a daddy-daughter situation. Yeah. You want that, go talk to your daughter. No, talk to me.
But that daughter don't even look at those, she'll even entertain him.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
daughters go through a lot of stuff with fathers. I can say that much.
Just like probably, she's like her mom. She's not going to entertain him for long. So he can't do that to the daughter. So he does it to Shahida. And Shahida, you're a grown woman. You don't need to put up with stuff like that. You really don't.
Facts.
You really don't. Not for any man. And the thing that she always gets me when she keeps on saying things like, he is my soulmate. I don't know.
Oh my god, wasn't that that was the last episode. We did not do the review the last episode where they were basically on the boat. He went there at all late at night. She did not look like she liked that or whatever. Yeah. It was on a gondola ride. And the thing is, she was like, I feel like you're my soulmate. Like she was convincing herself.
My thing with Shada is that, and this is what
Stop
I go back to.
Stop praising men. Stop it.
This is what I go back to the question that I asked. Why is it that we who are inside the relationship, we can't see the forest from the trees, but when those who are on the outside, right, we're seeing the whole thicket, but we are inside, we can't see what's right under our nose. Why is that? If someone can figure out the answer to that, we can make some money right here. Because
let me tell you what it is.
What is it, man?
I think that's BS. I think it's BS.
You think so?
I have watched enough murder shows to know that. No, wait a second.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I'm listening.
Wait
Let's
a second.
see.
Y'all gotta rock away.
Okay. I'm rocking.
The reason why, the thing is, as people, when we are in relationships, we have gut feelings. Yes. We have instincts.
Yes.
We have little twinges like, that's odd. That's not right.
Like
I don't like how that feels.
You get the pebble coming.
The pebbles. You get the little pebbles that be hitting you in the back of your head.
Yes.
The thing is, sometimes we see them, we don't want to acknowledge them, or we want what we want when we want it.
So
she is 30. We pretend. We try to cover it up.
Okay. We try to convince ourselves
that the shit that we see is chocolate cake. Oh. That's what it is. We tried to make it look all nice and pretty when it's really not. Shahida,
I like chocolate cake. Don't say that.
The thing is, Shahida has seen these red flags. She saw it
She's
when
37, man.
She saw it when he would not tell her about his house, wouldn't tell her about the car. Red flag. You are a Muslim woman. That should be like one of the first 10 questions you ask a brother. Are you financially independent?
Yeah.
Do you have the means to take care of a wife?
Yes.
Where are you right now? When do you want to have kids?
Yeah.
Do you want to have kids? How many do you want to have? How soon do you want to have them?
You see what she did not have, I did not see, and I don't know if she had this.
What?
Her wali, which is supposed to be a protector, is called a protector, means protector. That person is the one who would have gone and asked him all this question and asked for evidence of all of that. The house that you live in. What does she have? Do you have life insurance, health insurance? I need to see.
How much do you make a year?
I need to see.
How do you plan on taking care of her?
Done all of that stuff so that she doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So she can still rest in her femininity. But the wali, usually it's a male. I saw her mom, I haven't seen her father. But the mother can do that as her wali, or if she had brothers, an older brother or whatever, they could have done that as her wali.
I know it's typically a wali is a male person in your family, but at the end of the day, if you are in a unique situation,
what I had. My ex-husband had to bring all of that to the table. He had to show evidence of what he had.
Yeah.
For me. You know what I'm saying? You have to. So a wali is the one who's supposed to do that. But I don't know if she had that.
And the thing is,
she never speaks of that.
But the thing is, you are Muslim. You cover your head. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you're into it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a wali, you can ask those questions yourself. And they always say, you have to walk your post in a perfect manner.
But you know something? She did ask those questions.
No, she didn't. Because the thing is, she asked about the house, she asked about the car. If a man does not let me know... And she asked about the child,
but he wasn't letting her know.
The thing is, if you don't let me know, I'm sorry, goodbye, you delete my number, blocked, I will never see you again. You don't sit there and say, I'm going to sit in this poop and make it look like cake. He's not letting me know, but I'm going to excuse it. You don't do that. That's why you do courtship. Yeah. So you get all the information you need. You don't go willingly knowing that this man is not providing you the right information and say, I'm going to go off on faith.
She didn't even know
that is not what God wants you to do.
She didn't even know where he lived because she said anytime he will
be behind a blank wall,
like a white wall, right? And so she will never be able to see anything.
This man could have been a serial killer living in somebody's basement with bodies underneath the basement. You would not have known.
And that's what you're talking about, those instincts that you were saying.
Yes, because...
that a woman always will have instincts.
Because I was watching this show, and the thing is, this woman, she had married this guy, and the thing is, she had these instincts. She actually was vomiting on her wedding day. Like, she had this gut instinct. And this man ruined her whole entire life. I'm not going to get into it because it's not a horror show.
Yeah.
But he basically ended up killing all of her kids. But the thing is, you had that gut instinct. To the pet. You cannot, ignore your gut instinct. To the point that you
threw up on your wedding day.
That's what I'm saying.
Ignored stuff. So
the thing is, there's not one person on this planet who has been in a bad relationship has not had red flags.
So we all had the red flag, and we all saw the red flags with Shahida.
She was crying with her mom.
We all saw the red flags.
Yeah.
Yet she did not, and last episode, she is there crying with him and talking about how he's her soulmate, and I'm like, huh?
She was trying to convince herself, and I'm just like, Shahida.
How is he your soulmate?
You are pushing 40. This is not the time to sit down and say, I'm going to waste my time. You are not in your 20s. You cannot afford to do that.
Yeah.
So as far as I am concerned, she should leave his bum self on the corner where you met him with his fake Louis Vuitton or whatever he claims to have.
If it's real,
even if it's real, keep it stepping. Because the thing is, his values and his morals are in the gutter.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. A man doesn't let you know what he has because he's afraid that you're a gold digger. Maybe don't put yourself out there like you're trying to find a gold digger.
Yeah,
don't do that. Then you will find a woman who genuinely likes you.
Exactly.
But then you want to say, it's her fault because, the thing is, just because somebody has Louis Vuitton this and that doesn't mean they live in a good home. I'm not expecting a grown man who has Louis Vuitton this and that not to have a home. I'm not expecting that.
I am not expecting that would not any man his age not to have a home. Period.
For real.
Like
for real.
You're in your 40s.
Why would
you don't have your financial health together?
But you have the nerve to come and look for a wife? Just take your broke self on somewhere.
So, yeah.
It's the degeneracy.
It's like the mentality. He puts his own value in material things.
You know what, though?
And so he feels like everybody else puts his value. Mm-hmm. That's how he sees the value of himself.
But you know what it is? That's not my problem. You go see a goddamn therapist about that. Okay? Don't come to me with your rubbish.
I know.
I have healed. You see me doing my yoga. But like I said,
Shahida.
But like I said, y'all, he saw her bending back like Beckham. He had his head in the gutter. And he had to marry a woman that looked just like his wife. With his colorless self.
They could be sisters.
Literally.
Yes.
So, as far as I'm concerned, Bilal is a degenerate. Yes. And she needs to keep it pushing. Because the thing is, Shahida, God could have possibly had your perfect person right around the corner.
I know.
And
Shahida.
You let a stand-in come instead. And next thing you know, it'll be several more years. This person would have never given you kids. And you would have been dealing with emotional abuse all this time. So it just annoys me.
And you're already dealing with the emotional abuse. And now spiritual abuse.
It's like he came from Juma. He immediately had to pick a fight with her.
Yes.
Like this water. Oh my God, what's
oh
going
my
to be
goodness!
buckling.
Oh yes! Oh, let's talk about the water that was on the floor.
My thing is,
oh, boy.
I had my wood buckle before, but that was because I overwatered the plant, and it was like almost a gallon of water on the floor. But I didn't realize it until I picked up the plant the next morning, and it buckled. But like that little water that was there was not going to buckle the wood. And then you're like, no, I got it. As you're like pushing the thing that she's making will do.
Yeah.
Like that is when you wash your hands and wash your feet. You know, she couldn't do it right away. You know. But the thing is, it's not that serious.
Ready for the argument, and then how about
because he's mad that she didn't go to Juma with
cutlery?
him. And then you're mad because the small and the big spoons aren't together. What is meant? There is something.
No, they work together. They're supposed to be separated. You have problems.
You are mentally not well.
This is why the wife, the ex-wife, is not with him.
She's probably somewhere laughing at brunch with her Muslim sister, saying that sister is in for some serious wahala, and I don't envy her.
No,
like I'm sure,
not at all.
Like I mean, the whole thing
not
is a mess. I'm sure she knew that y'all have fought because she knows how you are when you have gone through that. So I'm sure she's looking at him, looking at you. That's why she didn't give you a hard time. She just looked. She said, "Oh, we'll get to know each other. I know y'all got a lot to talk about." She skipped herself on. Promptly married somebody else, got a child, left him in the dust, and now he is still obsessed because he went and found an exact lookalike
replica. So you want to talk about? So that's it for Bilal and Shahida. We can talk about this.
I ain't talking about them no more. Like it's so
all day.
Annoying.
No, we'll talk about that next time.
Unfortunately,
but let's go to Miona and Jibrii and Davi, who is so jealous of his friend.
I think he is jealous of. I think he's been jealous from him from a long time. I think the whole thing with him kicking him into a coma because he made fun of his accent was a red flag. There's already some hatred. He didn't even know you, but he drop kicked you into a coma for 3 days. You would have never seen me talk to you again. But apparently he dated his sister. They became friends after they broke up. So that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But anyway,
and then when he saw Miona, he leaned in and kissed her
on the cheek. A big sloppy kiss on her cheek. I'm like,
but you don't like her. Who does that? You would just be like, "Hi, Miona," but you went in and hugged her and kissed her all on the cheek. And I know that's not a Serbia thing. Boy, bye.
It's not. And then on top of that, it's like he went right into embarrassing Jibrii.
I know.
Right away. He said, you ain't got no home. You living with your mama. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no funds.
Yes.
Like, I want you to succeed. Like, that truck right there for you.
Yeah.
Basically brag about how he has this whole trucking company. Basically trying to down her dude. And when he realized... Going what?
Go ahead.
And then when he realized that Miona was not going to be on his side, because she was like, but if he doesn't want to do it, then why do it?
Exactly.
And he was like, well, the thing is, it's because of her that I've been doing the music. So then you turn on her because she's not there. Like, oh my God, he has money.
Exactly.
Let me rub shoulders.
Because usually they say Serbian women are all about the money, but you know something? Now here's a girl who's not all about your money. She was not impressed by your fleet of trucks. And so now you were upset about that. You thought her eyes will widen, but now she's very comfortable with Jibrii.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to do that, he doesn't need to do that. And she's like, I am here for him.
Yeah.
And so that made you upset because now she's not showing those Serbian vibes to you, right?
Yeah.
And you really want what Jibrii has. You really want Miona.
Yeah.
And she ain't give you the time of day. She don't like you.
Yeah, so I just thought it was very weird that he was trying to embarrass her,
and he
embarrass
him.
And it's like you were talking to me like I'm your child.
I know. He gets on the phone to talk to me on, why are you texting her? And then
he's walking around saying everybody needs to turn off their phone, do not disturb, this, that, and the third, whatever.
Yes.
And everything. And
then tries to get the girl involved. Like, do not get the other bandmates involved.
Trying to let the black woman be a mammy between the situation.
Yes.
And then he was just
and she was like...
The thing is, she's here alone. She has nobody but Jibrii. It makes sense. So when that didn't happen, he was like,
upset.
Why you gotta text her? You can't put your phone down? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Why are you up in my business?
And Jibrii goes like
he's like, stop it.
Yeah.
And then he tried to punch him. He was like, and then Jibrii put him on his ass. Put him on his booty.
He surely did.
I was like, good, Jibrii. Good, because it's too much. I'm going through too much. And, I left my parents for you to come and be a parent to me.
First of all, I don't know how, you guys gotta do better with friends, man.
And the thing is,
that's
I
your
feel
best
like
friend and your brother. I'm so happy he has Miona in his life in this sense, because she will let him know that's not your friend, that's not your brother. He's not.
But my thing is also, I feel like he's just riding Jibrii's coattail. He's the most talented. And the thing is, if you do not have those two black people in the group, you would not be able to call yourself Black Serbs.
That's true. That is the Black Serbs,
I mean, all you do is rap in different languages. Like, you don't really bring nothing to the
talent.
group.
You bring nothing. At least the other guy, he plays all the instruments. The space guy.
Yeah.
The girl, she doesn't she do the rapping?
She does the rapping. She's a writer as well.
Exactly. And then Jibrii
is the lead, the vocals, the face of it, and everything, stuff like that.
And you have the producer. So what? You are the least, as Kim Kardashian would say. What?
You're the least interesting to look at.
Right.
Yeah. The least important person.
Yeah. In this group.
Yeah. So I'm just like, there's some serious jealousy there, and that's why you need to watch who the hell.
Long he is,
But Jibrii, I would honestly, you could break out and be by your damn self.
You probably
for real.
You and the rapper with the space guy.
Yeah.
You all probably could do without him. Like, you all go do your own thing, but maybe he's the one who's sponsoring them.
Yeah.
Because he has the money, but he can have the money without being in the group. But he wants the fame of that.
But the thing is, Jibrii, he could really be by himself.
Yeah.
He can really be a really cool rapper, Black Serp, whatever he decides to do, and can really branch out on his own. And I'm sure there's going to be some music producers that are seeing him now and will call him. I thought his music was pretty cool when I saw it, and usually
You did like it. You did.
I mean, usually I'm not one of those people that support people who are doing, like, great value stuff. You know, like the Walmart brand. Like,
okay.
like,
it is? Is it a Walmart brand?
No, it's not. But I'm just saying, like, usually, how some people be like, "Oh, I do music." I'm just like, "Yeah, I bet you do music, some great value music."
Yeah,
so I thought it was really good. I thought it was music that I would listen to on a regular basis. Yeah, like mainstream music. So
got you.
Jibrii, drop that zero. Get yourself a hero, boo.
Alrighty.
But let's talk about
who else was there?
Johnny, who is so
Emily. Can we talk about Emily? Oh, what Johnny?
Let's talk about Emily.
Emily and Colby.
You are such a victim. Like, you're there harassing, standing over this man. Like you are his leader or something like that. Like, why don't you clean the poop this way? Why don't you scoop it this way? Like,
and
oh my God.
I don't know how her mother doesn't grab the daughter. I have a daughter who doing all that. I'll be like, honey, come here. Like, seriously. But the mother also stands over him, too.
Like, y'all are watching him. Like, I was very uncomfortable. I just thought it was very odd. And then you're harassing him. Yeah. Like, you're telling him what to do, this, that, and the third. Like, you need to do this. You're not doing it right. What's wrong with you?
He's cleaning manure.
Like, she's like, why are you scooping it back? Just grab it and put it in. Like,
his family has a poultry, so he knows what to do. Like,
and the thing is, you're not doing shit.
You just standing there with your head in your bucket.
You're standing there harassing him, talking about you're just talking to him. So when he told her to shut the F up, I actually applauded a little bit. You know?
Because that's what it took for you to walk away.
Yes. Then. Like, and then you want to try to make it seem like, oh, I was just talking to you. God. I was just talking to you.
He told me she should shut the F up. You know something? You told him to shut the F up in many different ways without actually saying that. Just how disrespectful you were.
You stayed being disrespectful.
And your mom standing there. My husband will never talk like to
he
me
would have
that
never
way.
said that to me.
And guess what? You should have ensured that your daughter
didn't put herself
never
in that position.
acts this way with a man.
Yeah.
With the father of her child. That's what you should have ensured as a mom. You should have called her, corrected her, and said, Emily, leave him alone. He's helping me. Why don't you go to the house?
And you haven't helped me in months.
Why don't you go to Colbin and take care of Colbin? Where was Colbin? Colbin, who she's always breastfeeding. Anytime Colby come along. Anytime Colby come along, you're breastfeeding. That's when you take out your breast because you know he don't like that. Why don't you go breastfeed Colby when Colbin is not there? But no, you can't do that.
Have to harass him.
You could have been doing that instead. But no, you have to be there. Where's the baby at?
She's like an emotional abuser who like pokes you and like puts feelers out there to see how much I can push you.
Then when I
snap, oh my God, what did he do? Oh my God, he snapped at me. He told me to shut the F up. I'm shocked he didn't tell you that sooner. Like the third day he was there.
I know.
Is this what they do in Africa? And then the way you said it.
I don't want to say. Probably in Africa, after you talk to him like that, he would have slapped you. And unfortunately, nobody would have blinked.
Yeah. So
no, they don't do that in Africa. Look, Africans, don't come for me. Don't you dare come for me. Talking about we telling family secrets. Don't come for me. You know what time it is. You know.
But I just thought it was a mess. Like, and then we need to figure this out. Like, you're not going to apologize? You're not going to apologize? And no, I actually feel bad for him. And the thing is, he's not really attuned to what happens in America because he is African. So there is this naivety about naivete about the dynamics.
Yes.
So
like a Caucasian person
with a black person,
say being demeaning to a black person, right? Yeah. And treating that black person like a servant.
Yeah, and
because that's how she was behaving.
And the mom, because the way she was staring him down.
I know. And the mom, and first of all, you know what I wondered? The mom said this is what she does. Where's the daddy? I know he worked out of the home. But why isn't the father getting help? Like an actual help to do that manual
But the mom was the only one that does the work.
Why is the mother the one doing that?
So she's also going through her own wahala.
She's going through her own little abuse from the daddy because he feel like I work in the office.
The least you can do is take care of the farm.
The least you can do, you can go down there and take care of the farm. And Emily don't do shit because now she has a child. And where's the sister? Because the father's the one who take care of everything, all the bills. So where's the sister at?
So yeah, that was
where are all these people? So the mother is the one. That's why the mother always seems. She looks. Anyway, I don't want to say she looks like someone who is being mistreated. But anywho,
probably so. But the thing is, I feel like she has no control in her life. So you see this African guy that's come.
Yes.
You want to get your little kicks in, your little fantasies in.
He's going to do all the manual labor.
And instead of you being grateful, you want to be there with your daughter that's good for nothing and be trying to tell him what to do. My husband would have never said that. Like, I can't stand parents who do not be accountable and put their children in check. If I was acting that way, my mom would have been like, you bring your ass over here and let me have a discussion with you. Yeah. Like, you have to be able to put your kids in check. Like, you can't, let them do whatever and just, let them have no accountability. Because that's how you raise serial killers.
Yeah. Well, you know something? Your husband will never tell you shut the F up, but guess what?
I bet you never will act that way with him.
But yeah. But not only that, he tells you that in every kind of way when he has you out there working like the stable hand. By your damn self, as big as he is. Yeah. As big as he is. Why can't he be out there? He can do that in the morning before he go to work. Yeah. If he really give a damn about you, he can do that for 2-3 hours. Facts. Before he take his tail to work. Yeah. But he's a little chubby. Yeah. A little lazy.
So at least he is trying. Like, he wants to work, but at least he's trying. He's willing to help you with your farm. Know. You know what I'm saying? That man could have been like, "Oh, you pregnant?" He could have been like, "Oh, you pregnant? Okay." Yeah. Good luck.
Send me pictures.
I'm gonna be here in China modeling my underwear, probably with another girl every week. He could have did that. He didn't have to come to you with your cold Ohio. I know. Not everybody wants to come to America. Yeah. With the 4 seasons and the expensive ass rent that's here. People want to get the hell out. Okay. Anyway, but yes, I'm just saying. It don't make no sense. Yes, he could have been in Cameroon with the fresh fruits and the fresh fish, and he could have been with the nice one season they have, which is summer and sunny weather.
Well, and the rainy season.
I mean, you in Idaho with the cold weather, with the poop, the horses, and the 3 people that looking at you as a servant. Yeah. Why do I want to be here? Yeah. Why would I want to be here in America? Yeah. Why?
And the lady who goes around and only breastfeeds when I'm around.
Just what wickedness is this?
She could have been look.
He already said he doesn't want to share breast with his son.
No, Emily, you could have had 2 hours to breastfeed while Kobe was cleaning the poop. But no, you only want to breastfeed when he's around.
Yeah, she stayed in the kitchen
and
waited.
Child. Where was the child? I'm trying to think about where that baby was.
She stayed in the kitchen, tapping her glass,
yes,
waiting for him to come out and try her.
The only time she want to be with that baby is when Kobe wants to play with that baby. He needs to sleep. He needs the breast. I believe.
But you know that's what these women do. They act all nice. They act all
sweet.
Miss me
with that, okay?
Well, that's what these women do. They act all nice. They act all sweet. Then once they get you and trap you, they show all their true colors. And now look at you. Yeah. Looking dumb as hell. So, as far as I'm concerned.
But you know what was really funny? Remember when he went to her to ask her to drive the car? I'm like, Kobe, do you have an American driver's license? Bruh. No, you can't drive my damn car. I mean, he also is a little delusional. I can't.
Well, he thought the thing is, but the thing is, Emily showed him the sweet, nice her back in China. So he's thinking that's who he's getting.
No, you know something? I bet she showed him her true colors in China. Police. I am sure she did. You know why? Probably he got those pebbles. I wiped my tears. He got those pebbles, and guess what? He did not listen to that. He didn't adhere to them.
I found the only black guy in China.
I know. That was. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is.
Wahala.
Okay.
That other girl said, "I love my man with his big brown lip." Like.
Okay, well, let's go right into Guillermo.
Oh wait, what? Did anything happen with them? I don't know if we talked about the boyfriend. Remember the boyfriend came? I think that was last week. I'm not sure.
Last week. I don't think anything happened with them this week. But let's go on to the other one, Biniam. Biniam and Ari and and the MMA fight. I can't. Listen, this 90-day fiance is out of control. It's out of control this year. Look, okay. Biniam wants to do MMA fighting. Okay?
Which I think...
Yeah, listen. Biniam, this is the delusion. Because Biniam, you ain't got no money.
You ain't got no job. You ain't got no job.
But you want training. And Ari, you're also delusional. You ain't got no job. However, she's working remotely.
Yeah, which is good.
So you're going to travel 45 minutes to take him for his MMA training that he has never had before, but he has just chosen.
But he was a fighter in
He chose a profession out of the sky,
right?
He was a dancer. He chose a profession out of the sky. Boom, MMA fighting, and this is what he wants to do. And here he goes. And here he goes. That's our cat. Here he goes. You're driving 45 minutes to drop him off at the place there, which he's doing, and he is fighting girls. Which I'm just trying to
not
wonder.
Literally, but he's training with them.
I'm just wondering to myself, where are the men for you to train with?
Well, he said that, which I didn't know, that they also sometimes train the women and the men.
Okay, you know something? Biniam, you need to tell that trainer, look, I need to train with the men. Where are the men for me to train with?
Well, then that sounds sexist.
Biniam, you're paying this man money. You better act. Of course,
what money does she have to be paying him?
Well, maybe
they're sponsoring him.
Maybe the parents giving money. I don't
know. Ain't no way in hell they're giving money for no MMA fight where they have to pay for a whole apartment.
Listen, Biniam, first of all, the bottom line is you need to be at home, take care of the baby while this woman is working, and then as soon as you are able, find a job, get a job, start working, so you two can get about the business of paying the parents back or taking over the fee. Like, it's just like, listen, I know you want to do a lot of things. Hey, I want to be an actress, okay? I wanted to be an actress all my life. But you know something? When I found myself with 2 children, okay, I couldn't be an actress. I went to be a nurse so I can provide for my family. So Biniam, miss me with the MMA. It's not because you're in America that means all of a sudden I can be anything because I am in the US of A. Bruh. I can't. Listen, y'all tell me what you think.
But my thing is,
I'm going to drive you for 45 minutes. The whole thing is dumb. And I don't even like Ari like that. I am going to drive you for 45 minutes to go do some MMA training that I probably got to pay for. And you only for you to go and do MMA fighting with women? Are you fighting women in the MMA? When you finally go to the MMA, I have not seen that yet. You know MMA fighting. Well, I don't watch MMA.
Well, they have men swimming with women in the Olympics now. Remember that guy?
You mean the one who's transgender and became a woman? That's a different. That's a whole different thing. I'm talking about the MMA fighter. Listen, for those of you who watch MMA, I don't. Okay.
It's quite violent, I hear.
For those of you who watch that, are the men now fighting with the women?
Mom said knock you out.
Because that would make no sense. Why am I training? I'm driving you 45 minutes. You see, these two are delusional. Both Ari and Binya.
But you know why he's acting this way?
And Ari does this stuff. She will do the impossible things that is not sustainable, only to turn back around and blame him. Listen, not because you think I can grab the pie in the sky when there's no pie, means that I got to now get on a plane and open up the plane in midair and jump out without a parachute to go grab the pie. Like, these are foolish things. These are foolish things. And you're African. Stop your foolish delusional stuff.
But you know what it is, Mom? You know why he acting this way? He wants to leave Ari as swiftly as possible. That's why he wants to become an MMA fighter, because that's where the women are. That's where the money is. That's where his freedom is.
One.
Well, he's talented, though.
You know, said that. You know, there are a lot of people who want to be NBA players. It take a lot for you to become one. And I bet you it take a lot for you to become an MMA fighter.
Well, I think that's what he wants to do. He has this exposure through the 90-day. He doesn't love Ari. He doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't. So this is the quickest way for him to jump on her back to get to success, and then he'll leave her in the gutter where he found her.
Oh, well.
That is what he is planning on doing. That's why he wants to do MMA fighting. He wasted no time. I'm going to chase my dream. I'm going to become a success. I'm sure he's going to put all his time and energy into it.
He had the nerve to tell her family, my sister say that if she don't want me no more, she can sign for green card.
I thought that wasn't smart. Because they're already thinking that. What you go and say it, now they really looking at you like a dumbass.
Anywho, that was it for them too. Who else was there? Oh, John. That
Johnny,
crazy wacko.
that nasty brother of his, who stays staring at Thais. Girl, you better make sure you wearing some long clothes and you are not alone with him. Because he will try you, and I don't mean in a video game. Okay? But this fool has decided that he's going to move her to Dallas when she just got here with his crazy ass alcoholic of a brother.
Yeah.
So I would have skipped my ass back to Belize.
This was a time for him to literally move. This was a time for him to separate from his brother.
My thing
but he said the brother helps him in his job, and he waited. My thing is this, and this is what I find a lot of these Americans are doing to these foreigners that come. It seems as though any major move they need to make, like cleaning up the house or whatever, they wait until the person arrives, and then you could have brought her after you all moved to the new place. But you bring her, I guess, so she can help out to pack up all the stuff and clean up and settle you all up in Dallas, you know? And that's what he did. 2 weeks after she moved, you all are moving to Dallas, that she did not even know that this was going to happen. And then you move with your brother. He has the whole second floor. You all are on the first floor. You're telling her it's $1 million home. What does that mean to her? All she knows is that the other house, there was more, I guess, square footage that this house has.
Yeah. And
because it was one level.
And my thing is also, I think it is a disservice. If you are having trouble paying the bills, stop getting expensive ass homes. She would probably prefer a high-rise apartment or just an apartment in a good place.
It's just you and her.
And it's just you and her.
Let versus the brother have his own place.
And the thing is, you're not taking her into consideration. Yeah. Maybe she doesn't feel safe with him. And you're not giving a damn.
No, he doesn't give a damn.
Like, men are so clueless. The thing is, I can't blame them because they're not women. They don't understand what the hell they go through on a regular basis.
They don't see
You know what I'm saying? The sickness.
The subtleties. They don't see any of that stuff.
Well, so the thing is, you're here putting her in this situation where she does not like your brother. You have set it up that way already for her to not like the brother because you stayed blaming him.
Yeah.
And then y'all stayed partying. Yeah. You know, and then we'll be calling her as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really your fault. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like it's a hot mess that they're there, and it's like the brother was there, arrived before them, put his nasty ass couches out there with some rusty table, has taken the whole top floor, has claimed that for himself, you know, and it's like he's gonna be in the home.
Yeah. And I don't even know why he took her upstairs if that's his brother's area.
And then he had some sick thing on his lip. I don't know what diseases you springing in my home.
That was a herpes.
Yeah. You see? So
allegedly, that's what I see. You know, it looked like a herpes.
She was a nurse, so she would know.
It looked like a herpes. I think anybody, it looked like a herpes on his lip.
So, just all that. It's just too much. And I feel bad for Thais. If I was her, I would drop him. When you get your shit together and you're not living with John, maybe come call me. But I probably will be married with somebody else who has some common sense by then. It don't make no sense. You know, like, it's too much. And the thing is, that man already has shady character. He was in the Olympics. He got kicked out 3 times because he was on steroids.
For drugs.
And he was cheating.
For drugs.
So already there, his morals and his values are very shaky.
Yes.
So that was a red flag.
Yes. Right there.
Yes.
I wonder if she knows about that, though, because she's a foreigner. So
you can Google him, though. He was on TikTok. I saw that fool on TikTok.
She may not have known about that. She may not have even understood what that is. Because, you know, it's only now she's learning English, and the news was in English.
But, girl, you can go to Google and you can put the phone settings on. You can go to the phone settings and say that your language is Spanglish or whatever.
Hopefully, she will get some friends from her place here in America who will be advising her of what she needs to do.
I think she need to drop that 0 and get a hero and move on.
Yeah. I had forgotten about the shady stuff he did.
Yeah.
So his character is sketchy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't want to judge nobody back on their past.
Obviously, you're living above your means.
Wait, because that's why you have to continue to have your brother.
You don't have to get $1 million home.
But she's uncomfortable in it.
Dallas. You can get a $200,000 home. You can let the brother get $100,000 apartment or whatever.
Let him go figure it out himself.
And still have your $700,000 left over to enjoy yourself, to travel with this girl and stuff. But what I find a lot of men will do,
they will suffer.
When you finally get the woman, you want the woman to come in and suffer with you. So all that traveling that he was doing when it was just him traveling to go meet her, probably traveling first class, he ain't gonna do that no more with her.
Wickedness.
Because he don't want other men to see her. Like, I had, apart from the golf course that they went to, the little miniature golf.
That wasn't even top golf.
No, it wasn't. Apart from that, I haven't seen where he took her anywhere without his brother.
Well, they did go eat some mac and cheese.
From where? Like,
I don't know.
So he's not even taking her to any. Because if he has $1 million home, you feel like he'll take her to the lifestyle of a millionaire, right? That's what I think. So you take her to the best restaurant, but you know what?
You're in $1 million
he
home,
does not
like
want other wealthy men to see her.
Of course not.
He don't want that at all. Because she will find somebody else in a minute.
And somebody better.
In the 90 days.
She's gorgeous.
She'll find somebody else. Gorgeous woman, young, like unencumbered.
Yes. But the next thing will be him trying to get her pregnant. You saw how he quickly had sex with her, and they had sex on their way to Dallas. Gave the brother more time to go and sodomize the whole apartment. Go and put his stuff where he wanted. They messed up the whole place with some nasty table there, some rusty couch. You know, probably gave him extra time to go and do whatever he wanted with the place.
Maybe even laid on their bed.
Probably. Anyway, let me not go that deep.
Like we said.
It's too much.
Ooh, child. Okay.
Anyway, y'all.
Anywho.
We done spent about 50 minutes on this show.
I know. I know. Tell us what you think, because this show is so damn juicy.
It's too much.
It's like every time, it's like everyone has some craziness. I almost feel as though we're missing somebody. Anywho.
I know. Wait, did we talk about Guillermo and the ex?
No, we didn't. We talked about that from last show.
About the boyfriend?
Yeah, the boyfriend who... Did he meet him and tell him about
that he never trusts another woman again.
Yeah, that she cheated. We talked about that. We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yes, y'all. I think that was it.
That was it. If we miss something, we'll get it. We'll catch it next time. But you all tell us what you think about these
crazy folks.
These fools.
But yes, y'all. We invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. But it is Mary
and Amma.
Thanks for watching.